is really happening is that we are in the thick of the earnings season, and there are a lot of earnings candidates that are in focus. One of them being Apeejay Surrendra Park Hotels, for which we have the revenue that came in line. There was a beat coming in on EBITDA and the margin front, but it was the PAT that saw a bit of a miss coming in. We'll find out why that happened from the management. Vijay Dewan, who's the managing director, Apeejay Surrendra Park Hotels, joining us. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. So my first question to you is, despite the strong occupancy and the margin expansion that we saw coming in, PAT declined on a year-on-year basis. What were the key cost pressures, and how substantial are these 50% plus margins going forward?
So firstly, good morning to you. I'm delighted to be on your channel. This has been an outstanding quarter for us because this has been the best ever quarter. And this is the first time in the quarter that we have actually crossed 200 crores in a quarter itself. The most important thing is that we have India's leading occupancy of 90%, and we are market leaders in RevPAR in the upper upscale segment. Our top line has grown by 13%, and the EBITDA margin has also grown by 10%. As far as the PAT is concerned, there has been a slight decline, and that is largely because of two reasons. One is, of course, increase in depreciation, which has happened on account of the fact that two new palace hotels were added during the last year. And second, there has been an increase in the interest component, and that is because we have acquired almost close to 100 rooms, which is at Juhu, Mumbai, and about 31 rooms in Cochin and Vemanad Lake. So these are the two factors which has impacted the PAT, but we are very confident that as we go forward, our numbers are going to be strong and stable.
Mr. Dewan, we will continue talking on the numbers, but then one very important question as per the budget announcement. The budget this time laid special focus on development of tourism corridors and heritage tourism. Now, how are you looking at capitalizing this tailwind now?
So we are, as far as we are concerned, we are actually very focused in terms of our development plan. And the first is that this year we are going to launch, in fact, in February this year, we are going to launch a project in EM Bypass, which is now ready to launch, which is the Park Unison, which is about 292,000 square feet of serviced residences. And then we are also simultaneously launching the construction of a 250-room the park at EM Bypass in Calcutta. This launch, which is going to happen actually in this month, during the course of the next 3 to 4 years, we are going to have an addition of 300 to about 350 crores of cash flow onto the balance sheet. The government has taken some initiatives in terms of the development of tourism. Firstly, the key initiative is not just about promoting heritage tourism. What is going to impact tourism is going to be the rail corridors, the 7 rail corridors, high-speed corridors, which have been announced. Second is the development of seaplanes within India. And lastly, in terms of promotion of the Northeast and the Buddhist circuits, these are going to definitely aid tourism. As far as we are concerned, we are focused largely on our development plan, and that development plan is very, very, very strong. And currently we have close to 2,537 keys, which is equivalent to 39 hotels. And we plan to add close to about 41 hotels over the next 4 years, which is 3,782 keys. So we are focused on our plans, and some of these plans do take us to the heritage sites as well as to the pilgrimage sites of India, where tourism is really booming.
Mr. Dewan, with your occupancy already at around 90% and the ARR growth doubling, growing in double digits, where do you see the next leg of revenue growth coming from?
So firstly, because we are at the highest level of occupancy, there is a complete mismatch as far as demand supply is concerned in the country. India has at the moment, the population, as we all know, which is equivalent to the population of China. But our room supply is actually, in the branded category, is actually lower than that of UAE. Currently, we have only 216,000 rooms in the branded category, and the UAE has about 280,000 rooms. So we have extreme shortage of branded supply in the country, and this branded supply is expected to grow at the rate of just about 7 to 8% over the next 4 to 5 years. However, on the demand side, the demand is going to increase at about 10.5%. So there is a mismatch, and that mismatch, particularly in the business hotels where we have a large part of our inventory, the gap is almost close to four basis point. So as a result of that, what is going to happen is that we feel that the ARRs are going to further grow up. The next round of growth is also going to come from our inorganic expansion. Currently, the park has close to 1,115 rooms of our own. This inventory is also going to get added. Another 1,000 is likely to sort of double over the next 4 years. So the next round of growth is going to come with the opening of our new properties as well as because of the sale of the service apartments.
Okay.
So both organic growth as well as inorganic growth is actually going to drive our numbers forward.
Sure.
On the other hand, we are absolutely confident of delivering double-digit growth, not only for this year or in the years ahead as well.
All right, Mr. Dewan, point noted, but then the time is up. Thank you so much for joining us today and talking on your Q2 results. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, before we slip into a short break, let's just talk about a very special initiative. Now, bringing the budget discussion on ground, ET Now is hosting the India Investment Summit in Mumbai this Friday. Thought leaders, visionaries, policymakers, investors, MSMEs and innovators will unravel the union budget of 2026, analyze its impact and chart the country's economic direction for the year ahead. The summit puts the spotlight on India's BFSI sector at a pivotal moment between tariffs, currency valuations, union budget implications and forthcoming financial year. Tune into ET Now, India Investment Summit.